Every time this man's on the floor, you got to be tuned in. He may do something wild.
There's a different energy to this man's game.
He came out looking like a man on a mission.
This dude is the elite marksman in the history of basketball, the greatest shooter we have ever seen, the greatest shooter that God ever created. I'm telling you, this is what he is, and everybody knows it, and it's no longer a deniable issue.
He was the same player back then. I mean, game has evolved a little, sure. He stole the ball more frequently then. I looked up the stats. They're almost identical, but he had twice as many steals. But he does some things now with more, listen, he's more experienced now. But the difference is he was doing that in a league that wasn't ready.
If you think about his ability to shoot the ball, forcing a defense to come out and extend to guard him, you combine that with his movement without the basketball and what kind of distraction that causes for opposing defenses that has that kind of range, ball handling ability, basketball IQ, and movement without the basketball. I mean, this is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. This is who he is.
Well, he's clearly the greatest shooter ever. He's a mobile artillery unit because he can go get his own shot, and he invented shooting it from a million miles away, which created even more space for all the reasons I just mentioned. Ball doesn't stick. Unselfish player who can score from anywhere, who makes all his teammates better shooters. And by the way, he's not a good defender because he's not big. He's wiry. He's not so long. But he plays defense. It's not like he's not there.
But my point is that when you have a marksman, an elite marksman on the court with you, and that distracts the defense, that plays a role in what you're capable of doing. It's almost like if you go on the court with LeBron James, you're going to be better because LeBron James is elite and attracts such a clear amount of attention that it's going to make things easier for the people around him. I mean, it's off the dribble, it's spot up, it's anywhere on the floor, it's his movement without the basketball, it's catch and shoot, it's taking you off the dribble, it's spotting up. He is the greatest shooter man has ever seen. I know it sounds hyperbolic, it's not. It is not an exaggeration. I don't care whether you bring in Bird, whether you bring in Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, Chris Mullin. There has never been a shooter this great, period.